Hello everyone, just a quick little improv video here. I'm doing this on the fly, so if I say something stupid, it's not my fault. But anyway, they recently released, and by recently I mean 20 hours ago, the new trailer for Return to Silent Hill, and some of you may know I'm a pretty big Silent Hill fan. So, I just wanted to, I have watched this already, but I just wanted to kind of go through it again, see what we've got here. So let's start with so obviously it's kind of hard to ignore the first thing that happens in the trailer is him waking up in the water. Obviously spoilers for Silent Hill 2, I guess, but obviously this movie is gonna be based, I'm not sure how much based on Silent Hill 2, but it definitely is, taking from the game, obviously, since this person is supposed to be James Sunderland. He doesn't look exactly like him, but I think that's fine. They're allowed to take some creative liberties with that. But yeah, I'll see you a bit more.
Something's happened here.
That first line delivery kind of, it's just one line in a trailer. Trailer lines are usually a bit but I don't know. Let me play that again, actually, just so I can.
Something's happened here.
Yeah, I can't pin it down why I don't like the delivery of it, but it sounds a little forced, I'll say. That is like a weird complaint, but I'm just saying how I'm feeling here. But let's continue.
Something really.
I do really like the TV. I assume they're gonna use that scene as like in the same way how they use the scene at the end of the hotel. This is basically him finding out that he killed his wife. This why it looks a bit tweaking in the end there. I'm sure this, because it's not gonna be the same as the game, because this might be the hotel. It doesn't look like a hotel to me, but from what I can predict, this is probably going to be a scene where he finds out that he killed his wife. I already mentioned spoilers, so.
Something really, really bad.
I really like the atmosphere. The fog looks great. It looks like, I was going to say it looks like rocks are floating, but it looks like it's going to be like the ashes from the first movie. Because I know in the first movie, it's inspired by that one place that I can't remember the name of. Is it Centralia? One of the two. I know from the H-Bomb guy video. And I know he pronounces it wrong at some point. I'm rambling. Let's continue, sorry. I wonder what creature that is. Hold on. I hate look. It's probably the. I don't know the names. Don't expect me to know any of the names. I'm dumb, but it looks like the like ones with only legs, no arms. They're a little slit in the middle. So that's it. You can't see a lot of it here, obviously, because they probably want you to see it. But it looks. That might be just a costume. Yeah, it looks like a costume this angle. I'm sure they're gonna use a bit of CGI in the movie, but it's looking good so far.
Hold the darkness, you can't keep it away.
I'm wondering if trying to figure out which building this is, because I feel like it might be the hospital. That's what I'm. Oh, asylum, or maybe it's a different location from. Was it a school? Maybe. I know they go to a school in the first Silent Hill. I'm trying to remember if he goes to one in the second game. He might do, but I'm gonna guess it's probably the hospital. I'm assuming this is Laura here, running away. The fire here, it obviously reminds you of Angela's, how Angela perceives Silent Hill, basically. But we'll talk more about Angela later, because, yeah, she might not be in this movie, kind of, but we'll talk about that in a sec.
Please don't go any further.
Now, I want to... Obviously, take a closer look. I don't know how to zoom in. I'm a I'm an idiot when it comes to controlling shit. But yeah, might be a hospital? I don't know.
Further.
Yeah, they're obviously replicating the, iconic opening scene of Silent Hill 2 where he touches himself. This looks really cool. I like the atmosphere here, how it's kind of orangey reddish. It's obviously kind of otherworld vibes. But yeah, composition here looks great. I just love looking at these buildings here. They look so good. I assume this is Mary or Maria. Probably Maria, from what I see. But yeah, the nurses here, these look great. They have like little holes in their faces, which is kind of like I guess it's a variation or deviation even from how the original design, but they look great. The costumes are on point. Yeah, I'm like the set design and like the costumes in this. They look great. It's made by the same person. It's well directed by the same person who did the first Silent Hill movie, but we shall talk more about that in a sec. Yeah, Christopher Gans here. Christoph Gans, not Christopher. Christoph Gans. He made the first Silent Hill. I've seen it. It is a pretty good movie. It's not like, I feel like if you don't like Silent Hill, it's probably just an average movie. It's alright. But if you do, definitely check it out if you haven't already. If you're watching this, you probably have. But like the set design in that's great. Just the overall atmosphere is like chef's kiss perfected in that movie. But yeah, let's check it out.
You don't know what kind of hell you have to face.
Yeah, you got the cool sign from. I don't think it's in the same place yet. It's not in the same place as the first movie, but you got this kind of the sign pretty recognizable from the first one. I'm not sure if it's used in the games. I don't think it is, but I'll double check that. But yes, continue. Gone. It's Pyramid Head. Pyramid Head's cool. And since this is Silent Hill 2 based and this is Game Sunderland, it makes sense that he's here. So I can't complain. He looks great. Doesn't make sense that he's in the first movie, and he's here because I assume they're kind of connected in a way, since it's the same guy. But it might not be. I might just be pulling that out of my ass. But yeah, Pyramid Head looks sick as fuck. I live here now. In January 2026, we knew that already, but a small concern I have is that, as a lot of people may know, a lot of movies that come out in January are kind of ass. But, it doesn't mean it's gonna be a bad movie, as we've seen here. Let's scroll through a bit. It looks pretty good in my opinion. Yeah, it's possible the movie's gonna be dookie, because Silent Hill Revelations was a bit of, well, I haven't seen Silent Hill Revelations, so I'm not gonna say it sucks, but a lot of people seem to think it does. But that wasn't Christoph Gans, sorry. But yeah, let's check the comments. It's definitely his first run. Yeah, a lot of people, because he's waking up in the water, as you can see here, a lot of people seem to think it's Loop Fury. If you don't know, Loop Fury is a famous Silent Hill 2 Fury, where it basically claims that James Sunderland, he goes through the events of the game multiple times, like him dying, he dies and he comes back. Some of these comments are pretty negative. Hopefully, well, it's coming out in January, so the studio thinks it sucks. I don't know. It looks good to me. These graphics are a setup. These graphics are a step up from the PS6. Okay. This looks like a fan film, but not in the good way. I wouldn't say it looks like a fan. In certain aspects, it kind of does, but I don't know. I don't watch many fan films, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, this production design looks on point. I wouldn't say it's fan filmish. Beginning to think Silent Hill might benefit from a series on Hulu or something, rather than a movie at this point. That is a pretty decent idea, actually. I had an idea for a... I've never mentioned this in the channel before, but I have ideas outside of the channel, if you want to know that. But yeah, I think it would be... a Silent Hill anthology series would be pretty cool. I think if they made that, you could have like episodes based on like the games. You could have like I think a single episode based on like Silent Hill 4, where someone is just trapped in a room the entire episode. Even that could work very well. That's a little bottle episode, if you will. And you could have like I don't know, Silent Hill 3, maybe something like that. Silent Hill 2, obviously, or just like original Silent Hill like stories in general. I think those would work great. But yeah, hold on. I had some other stuff pulled up. If I can figure out how to use this thing. There we go. Trying Silent Hill on Letterboxd here. Obviously, I'm not sure how reliable all this information is. You got all the cast here. The crew, Christopher Gans, Christoph Gans. I keep saying his name wrong, I'm so sorry. But yeah. Looking at his movie, he hasn't made many movies. Obviously, his most popular one being Silent Hill from 2006. I like the movie. It's not a great movie, but I like it. It's pretty fun. Return to Silent Hill, some other stuff as well. Let's see what his highest rated one is. For some reason it's Return to Silent Hill, but movie's not out yet. Yeah. The majority rating on his highest movie is like 3.5. That's 3 stars. Yeah, so he hasn't made the best movies. But he hasn't made many. But I think he understands Silent Hill, at least the atmosphere, very well. Because that first movie is really good. It really captures the essence of Silent Hill. Now, the main lead here, Jeremy Irvine, I can't read, sorry, hasn't been in many, like, big movies at least. He was in, he has been in some big movies, but nothing like critically, I wouldn't know if it's critically acclaimed. I think Wars might be, I don't know. But what is his highest rating? Have I seen him in anything? Sorry. I have seen him in The Woman in Black. Back in, when I was in, like, high school. Like, I saw that in school. This is The Woman in Black 2. It's not the first one. So I have not seen him in anything. But, you know, that doesn't mean he's going to be a bad actor or anything. I did mention I didn't like the delivery at the start of the trailer. But that doesn't mean... obviously, it doesn't mean he's a bad actor. It just means the trailer is cut weird. And also, that's kind of a gripe on my end. I don't even know why I don't like that one.
Something's happened here.
It's just a me thing. It bothers me personally. I don't know why. But yeah, I'm sure he's a fine actor. And, you know, maybe this will be a breakout role for him.
Really, really bad.
But yeah. Personally, you know, people are entitled to their opinions, obviously. You know, some people are obviously pretty negative about this movie, as they're allowed to be. Video game movies aren't everything's gone blue. Lovely. Video game movies aren't always the best. I'm gonna just play for a bit. They aren't always the best, obviously. I still think like the best video game movie we've ever got might be the first Silent Hill, but we've obviously had we've had better adaptations in recent years. I'm trying to think of some, but I can't. I know people like The Last of Us. I haven't seen it. But yeah. Return to Silent Hill. I'm sorry this video's kind of been all over the place. This is just kind of an impromptu thing. But I really want to talk about this because I'm pretty excited. Cautiously excited, but yeah. Give him a little kiss. Go on, I'll wait. I'll wait. You can go give him a little kiss. Give Jameson a little kiss. He deserved it after, dying. I'll wait. Go on. Kiss him. Kiss him. Kiss him! Hold it! Hi, I'm recording this post video because I said I was gonna mention it, then I didn't. But looking at the cast, I've got it pulled up on my phone here, so it's not on the screen. Looking on the cast on Letterboxd for this movie, they have James Sunderland, they have Mary, who's also probably going to be played by the same person playing Maria, if she's in the movie, which she probably is. They have Laura, and they have Eddie. Angela's not in the movie, apparently. Which is a bit of a shame. Angela's my personal favorite Silent Hill 2 character, so not having her in the movie is a bit of a letdown. But they do have other characters who may be, I don't know, in the role that she kind of plays in, like, in the story. But yeah, that's kind of weird that she's not in the movie. Maybe they kind of changed her character a bit too much, and that's why you have maybe one of these new characters is filling the role of more of a different character. But yeah, it's kind of, I like Angela, so it's a shame that she's not going to be in the movie, or is going to be in the movie, but is going to be a different character. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching and watching me ramble. Cheers.
Pizza!